Alright, Silent Hero, hope you're ready to amaze us all with a nice meta Knightmare run of Kirby Knightmare and Dreamland, so my friend, take it away.
Alrighty. Well, first and foremost, I want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room that something with the OBS settings is causing a horrible audio-video delay, so I'm going to be playing with very confused audio. I'm actually going to go ahead and just reset the capture card real quick. It's going to go black. It'll come right back. I promise it'll be fine. So that way I have maximum time without delayed audio. So now that we've got that out of the way, if the end of the run is an absolute dumpster fire, I have an excuse to fall back on. I addressed it now. Alright, so Meta Knightmare. This is Kirby Knightmare and Dreamland. The Meta Knightmare run is where we're going to play through the game as Meta Knight. This is unlocked, I'll show right quick, by getting 100% completion on both the normal and extra mode. You can see the 100% superstar up there. So basically this is just a rush to the end where we get to play as Meta Knight, and Meta Knight's awesome, so that's even cooler because it's got like, oh, point this way, because it's mirrored. You've got the built-in IGT, so the clock is going all the time. So if you want to be lazy like me and not set up splits and timers and stuff like that, the game will just keep track of it for you. So yeah, we're just going to do our best to move fast. Alright, I will get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Honestly, the hardest part, and I'm not even kidding, of getting a run started in this game is World 1. They put a lot of those... See that little fireball guy right there? He is an absolute sniper. Just an absolute unit of an enemy. If he decides that he is going to hit you point blank with a magma cannon, it's gonna happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you can see, like, right there, I barely missed his flame belch by just pixels. And the early game just has so many of them, and if you aren't ready to react to it, and a lot of times there's just not enough time to react to it, you're getting hit. With Meta Knight versus Kirby, is Meta Knight only has 3 HP. So you don't have a lot of room for error. You know, but of course, trade-off, you get cool bat wings and always have a sword. I would give away half of my life if it meant that I could have a cool sword like that. The other major difference is with Meta Knight, the game ends at DDD. So if you're familiar with Kirby's Adventure or Knightmare and Dreamland, the Kirby run has you fight the Knightmare, and it's like this big 2-part boss fight, and it's actually really cool. We won't be doing that as Meta Knight. Game ends with us giving DDD the bonk. Now, as you can imagine, yep, see when I talked about like point blank magma cannon? There we go. That's one of them right there. We're gonna see a few of those. Got me. Alright, so I guess now's a good time to go over lives in this, HP and lives. Run out of HP, of course, it costs you a life. Losing a life resets you at the start of the room that you died in. So, not a terrible penalty, especially if you die pretty early in the room. However, at game over, will start you over at the beginning of the stage. So if you're towards the end of the stage, and game over, then you're losing a lot of time because you're having to do the entire stage over. Now, at no point is the run just completely just toasted, which is nice, especially if you're just learning or wanting to pick up the game and you don't have a lot of speedrun experience. There's nothing that'll stop you from finishing a run because, you know, there's no save points, no anything like that. Even if you die a million times and your time is miserable like mine is, then, you know, you still finished a run, you can still post it. all bosses are pretty much gonna die, hopefully, before they're able to even do anything. You can, bosses have iframes, so I can't just wail on the attack button. What I've got to do is space out my attacks so that way I'm always hitting as soon as the iframes are up. You're gonna learn to hate the umbrellas because they just chase you. They don't stop. They're ruthless. Almost as ruthless as that tornado. If you were here for last night's Pokemon Green tutorial and the absolute just madness that was, I feel like that set the tone. So I fully expect an equal amount of tomfoolery to happen during this run as well.
I have a moment to read a couple donations.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Alright, we have $15 from Ashby saying really enjoyed Pokemon Snap. Thanks guys. And got to go with my boy Baby Mario for Double Dash. We also have $10 from Imagine55555 saying just making sure Baby Luigi isn't the only one with no votes. So, thank you for your donations.
Absolutely, you guys have been killing it this weekend with the donations. We shattered the goal, and we're already, like, we hit the secondary goal already, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We even broke past 2,600 just now, so I just want to see how far we can go. I feel like we're going to 3K easy tonight.
Oh yeah, like, if we don't hit 3K, I'll be shocked. I almost feel like we need to set the bar at 35. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward run. There's not like a whole lot of tech that I need to explain, so if you want to get a donation read out, this is probably one of the better runs towards the end of this marathon to get them in. I mean, unless you just love hearing my dulcet tones, in which case I will be more than happy to yammer on. This last boy comes out swinging. Now we do take intentional damage there just to kill him faster because it takes 2 hits to kill the spike ball enemies. 2 Meta Knights indeed. It's gonna get spicy. Especially when we have to actually have the boss fight against Meta Knights. I like to think of it as like a Persona kind of situation. We're fighting Shadow Meta Knight.
Yeah, that one gets confusing.
So as I said earlier, just, you know, you can game over, but that is slow. So we're going to try our best not to do that. So I will be grabbing a lot of safety 1-ups along the way. Thought I was going to squeak over top of it. So I was telling CC and CJ, my god, is that lightning outside? I have no idea what is going on outside my house, but it is loud. That's alright, well, I'm gonna try and ignore that and talk over it. Thank you, RTX Voice, for probably canceling out most of that. But yeah, it sounds like a bomb just went off outside. So much so, I don't even remember what I was talking about. Alright, we got Doodle Boss. You don't really get to see a whole lot of the bosses in this run, we just kill them too fast. The one that'll probably take the longest outside of the final boss DDD will be Kracko, which is, if you're not familiar with Kirby lore, is just a giant sentient cloud who is just so angry. Just so angry.
You know, maybe that's just the spirit of Kracko haunting you outside your house.
You know? Been watching the runs. Decided I shouldn't kill him so much. Decided to stop the run as a whole. Hopefully we don't lose power. That would be bad.
Yeah, I got a bit of a question for those in chat. You know, maybe if you want to share some of your favorite Kirby abilities, little stories, maybe through donations, that'd be a pretty cool thing to do. Like, I'm a big fan of the mic ability. Like, that's probably one of my favorite ones as a kid. So
I love Mike. I wish I knew what it was that Kirby yells when he does the mic abilities. But yeah, that's a perfect
Kirby. It's Kirby, but Kirby learned a swear word.
I think I saw double fire from Quo in the chat. Oh my god, we got some Kirby 64 love. Someone has played that game?
Kirby 64? It's more likely than you think. Would I also be able to read a quick donation?
Absolutely.
We have $25 from Kyra saying, "Yahaha!" So thank you very much for that.
Like I said, guys, let's keep those donations rolling in. If you ever wanted to get a donation read on stream, now is the perfect time to do it. Help us set a donation PB. How'd you like to be a part of that? Try and keep my distance from Bug Lesnar here. For that reason right there. His hurt box is a lot bigger than it looks like. If he grabs you, it is Suplex City. Like that. Oh, I remember what I was saying earlier. I was telling CC and CJ that I PB'd during D-Rust for this, like, 4 times in a row. So I was like, so that tells me that the marathon run is going to be just all of the bad luck. And so far, that has been the case. But we're here to provide entertainment and attempt to go fast. The mark of a speedrunner is what you can do when you're behind the 8 ball.
I'm sorry?
Starting to notice some of the desync now. Oh, so he does actually say Chesto. That's what I thought it sounded like, but I was like, there's no way that my kid ears are hearing this correctly.
And like the Game Boy speakers were not exactly the best, so.
Right.
Though they did manage to fit entire episodes of Jimmy Neutron onto a Game Boy Advance cartridge, so I don't know.
I mean, they fit the entirety of Shrek 2 on a Game Boy Advance cart, so...
The wonders of modern technology.
Or, you know, early 2000s technology.
That's modern-ish.
Enough, anyways. Candy in the Kirby universe, for those of you that are unfamiliar, works just like a Mario star. It sets your default speed to run, and you're completely invincible. Enemies that take contact damage will die to the contact damage, but of course bosses don't, so you can just stand inside the hitbox and wail away.
You know, a nice little touch in this little bonus sort of extended category that you just think in the game is the one-ups are actually models that look like Meta Knight instead of just Kirby.
They are, yeah. Instead of just reusing the same asset, they actually redrew a Meta Knight variant of it, which I always thought was nice.
A lot of love goes into these games, and it shows.
We used to call that Nintendo polish. And then, you know, the Wii U happened, and now we're paying $60 for games that came out 10 years ago at $50.
Yeah, Nintendo polish, not to be confused with the former magazine Nintendo Power.
Or the Polish variant.
Nintendo Polish.
Alright guys, are you Sun Gang or are you Moon Bros? I mean, either way, they're dead, but... Woo! Alright, these rooms, kamikaze UFOs. Incidentally, in the base game, UFO is one of my favorite power-ups. It's just so absurdly strong. And I think the developers knew that because they don't let you take it from stage to stage. Once you finish the stage, it takes it from you and leaves you with just regular, unpowered up Kirby. Really unfortunate there that both the tornadoes were active. Usually you only have to deal with one and not both. And would you believe that we are already almost halfway done with the whole game? There are only 7 stages. And we are about halfway through stage 4. This game does a good job of messing with my nomenclature because generally I call levels stages and stages worlds. So the fact that this game just directly changes that always messes with me. One of my favorite things about just all of the Kirby games in general is the lore. Is generally there's some just eldritch abomination of a being that is set to destroy the world. And it messed up Kirby's lunch. and that's enough to make Kirby mad enough to stop it. He doesn't really care about the state of the world or the universe. He's just mad that you ruined his sandwich. And honestly, I can relate. Specifically, nap Kirby would be your spirit animal, Shuli.
I mean, sleep is the most powerful ability. You know?
Well, if you're Jigglypuff, anyways.
That ain't Falco or something.
The audio desync has gotten so bad, I might as well just be playing muted. Like, I'm hitting the sword swipe button and I'm hearing it probably a good 3 seconds later. Streaming is a duct tape and a prayer operation. Now would also probably be a really good time to remind everybody what we're donating for.
Yeah, we are raising funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It is a fantastic cause, and this is the second marathon that Speedbox has put on raising funds for this. Just an amazing cause. Thank you, Shuli, for the chat. Be sure to donate and put your money towards this marathon. We just blown through our goals, and there is perhaps a secret little bonus thing in the works. I don't have any details yet, but we may have a bonus run.
A bonus run?
Yes.
Oh, you heard it here first.
I don't know all the details. I was whisked away by CJ. Just a little hush-hush thing there, but I think that it may be somewhere in the 3K range, perhaps. We may get a bonus speed run for the event, so we don't have to call quits after Super Metroid.
Well, I'm liking the sound of that. As soon as you get the details, we gotta share with the people.
I will.
In the meantime, though, chat, how are you doing? Are you feeling good? Enjoying your Sunday? How have you enjoyed Launch Party? And more importantly, have you watched the latest Speed Docs video on The Wind Waker? If you haven't, you need to make a point to do that sometime this week.
Yeah, I must say the latest Speed Docs video is a treat. I got to watch it yesterday, and really very, very nice hour and a half spent. Would recommend.
I know all parties involved, the runners, the interviewers, interviewees, people working behind the scenes on it, spent a lot of time on that video. It's been a long time coming, so I'm glad to see the efforts paid off in a big way. right. Remember the sentient cloud that I referenced earlier? Well, now's his boss room. If I'm not mistaken, Kracko has made at least an appearance. That's maybe not always a boss, but at least has appeared in almost every Kirby game. Even dating as far back as the original Game Boy. Also, another little fun trivia nugget for those that may not know, Knightmare in Dreamland is actually a one-to-one remake of Kirby's Adventure on the NES. In that style of Nintendo doing, for the time, HD remakes before that really caught on.
Mind if I read a quick donation?
Get as many as you can.
Alright, we have $4 from Spicy saying, I like multiples of 10. Kirby game cute.
That's a good reason to donate.
It's true. I too like Kirby, because Kirby game cute.
Now, with Meta Knight and his flight, while his flight is infinite, his vertical speed is fantastic. His horizontal speed is terrible, as you can see. So generally, you want to be running more than you're flying, but sometimes it just can't be helped. This is an example, this room specifically is an example of, for better or for worse, they did not change the level geometry between Kirby and Meta Knight. It's the exact same game. That room with Kirby's flight is very easy to navigate. With Meta Knight's flight, it is an absolute disaster. And I have yet to find a way to get through that without getting hit at least once.
Hey, Silent, would you have time for a donation real quick?
Absolutely.
Alright, we have $10 from Silent Mama saying great cause.
That's my mama.
I couldn't tell.
Shoutouts to moms. Just all across the board. while I have just a second, Big Law, I'm gonna give you a little bit of volume. There we go. Let's see if that helps.
There we go. Hopefully I'm a little bit more audible for everybody on stream now. Hello.
I blame Quo. It's his fault.
It's always Quo's fault. SMH.
Who thought putting Quo in charge of tech was a good idea? It was Quo, wasn't it?
Probably.
The movement in this is just so fluid and fun. It almost feels like, to a certain degree, that it was kind of done with speedrunning in mind. Because you'll see, like, this room in particular, like, if done flawlessly, which obviously I didn't do, but if you just sprint, hold right, and jump correctly, you can squeak through all kinds of obstacles. Almost as if it were intended to be done that way. Now, Meta Knight can destroy the ground tiles there, and I'll neither confirm nor deny that at some point in time I have accidentally destroyed the floor beneath me and died in a run. I was like, oh, frog, please jump the other way. There we go. Trying to avoid the kamikaze UFO there. Not a bad 6-2. World 6 is where runs go to die. It's, in my opinion, the hardest world. Like, nothing that World 7 has equals the pain that World 6 can dish out. So what all games do you run, Big Law? I know you do Tony Hawk. What else you got on your speedrunning rap sheet? I think I lost my commentator. Big Law vanished. It's alright, we got chill Kirby vibes.
Hello.
Hey, he's back.
I was called upon to assist with the manor. CJ had some sort of ointment thing he needed help with. Hello.
I am not for certain that I heard that correctly.
Oh,
Did
no.
you say you were helping him with an ointment?
Perhaps. Listen, we're here for the laughs and for the kids.
Hey, anything at CJ's expense is okay with me. If he's gonna dish it out as hard as he does, he's gotta be able to take it too. Got sniped all the way. Every enemy that could snipe was just like, yep.
Yes, I do have a bit of an update for you regarding our next goal.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so if we hit $3,000 raised for St. Jude, then a mystery runner will be doing a speedrun of Tony Hawk's Underground, a video previously covered by Speed Docs, so y'all better get those donations in.
Well, I believe I spoiled that just a minute ago.
Oh. Whoops!
Shoutouts to anyone that was paying attention. It's okay, mysterious runner. Wink. I will keep your secret
Wink.
safe.
Wink, wink.
It definitely could have been worse. I mean, I do have to pose Big Law a question now, though.
Oh boy.
Nice legs. What time do they open?
Bruh. Listen for you for the low, low price of a donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Exclamation point, donate in the chat.
Ultimate showdown time. Turns out we don't put up much of a fight. Gonna take a tactical death here. Just to restock.
That's just that Meta Knight guy's a chump.
He really is. He does play a mean Spanish guitar, though. Shoutouts to all 2 of you that have seen the Kirby animated cartoon. Alright, my least favorite stage, the boss rush stage. You like bosses? Well, here, have all of them. In a gauntlet. Shit! Was not ready for that suplex. That one caught me off guard.
I mean, I say most people aren't ready for suplexes, so...
You know, that is a very fair assessment. I like bosses okay, just wish they weren't in such a rush. I mean, I guess in their defense, this is a speedrun, so...
Also, you said those bosses were in a gauntlet, but that was clearly a tower.
I mean, what is a gauntlet but a small tower that goes on your hand?
Really got me there. It's a big stony oven mitt.
I'm gonna be honest, when I started that retort, I did not know where I was going with it, but I'm just glad I found a destination.
Likewise.
Leave me alone, tornado! To put into perspective about how this run is going, my PB is a 38-33, and we are closing in on 40 minutes, and I still have a few stages to go.
It's fine, don't worry.
Hey, making the most of bad situations is like my brand. I've got it down to a science at this point. I mean, did you see the Pokemon Green run last night?
I heard tale of it. Somehow, CJ finished the run, or was it CC? It was CC.
CC. Yeah, CC decided to count money like a money launderer, and absolutely threw off my count. So I ended up wrong warping to, well, the wrong place. So I had to navigate CC with a delay, and somehow we still accomplished it.
Yeah, I guess you got a bit of a really wrong warp there.
Yeah, just the wrongest of warps. You ever try to wrong warp and then that place takes you to the wrong place? Like, it's not even a right warp. Like, 2 wrongs don't make a right. 3 lefts do. Love this stage because this basically truncates the entire first Kirby game on the Game Boy into a single level. And it plays the iconic music, everything's in black and white except for the enemies. And it's just a good feel-good level, you know? It's not necessarily difficult, it's just a good level to end on. Alright. Now for our final boss. Good old Duck McHammer. That breath attack stays active for 600 years. There we go. Time.
All right.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-da.
Well done. Just left a 44-41 right there. So,
Yeah,
but
43.
19 seconds under. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we got the 43 IGT.
Nice, nice. Yeah, you came under estimate, showed off Kirby, and yeah, that's a good job. Well done all around.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thanks again to the Speed Docs crew for having me. Not only one run, but 2 runs. Always a pleasure working with them and contributing to anything that they do. Shout outs to all the people working behind the scenes, the hosts, the whole 9 yards. It's been a blast, and we still got some killer runs to go.
Yep, coming up next is Mario Kart Double Dash by CJ It's All Good, the latest person to be defeated by Quo in a Pokemon Snap Race, so be sure to stick around for that run.